You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back.
Yeah.
For anyone who just tuned in, you're listening to the Idea Ninja Philosophical Whatcha talk show. And we're back. So, where did we leave off?
I believe we left off with
Staring into the abyss.
Staring into the abyss.
And looking at your your surroundings like that. Yeah.
I just got done telling everybody to close their eyes and imagine the world as if they're seeing it for the first time.
As you just listened to those commercials. That must have been really disturbing right there.
Yeah, if you're trying to get into the abyss, I'm sure you're, just by listening to those commercials.
Yeah, I would have, muted it for a second.
I can only see what you were imagining while those commercials were going on. Oh, boy. Fun. But back to where we were, though. Like we were basically saying about being a genuine person. It's basically, thinking, I don't want to say thinking outside the box, but, actually taking the time to get to know who you are and, being someone that's sincere, about other people, take other people's values into consideration.
Yeah.
That's being, to me at least, that's being a genuine person, because I don't want to meet someone that's it's going to be fake around me, or lie, or whatever. I want someone that when I first meet them, I can actually sit down and talk to them about life. And,
have a real conversation,
right? And actually get to know that person for who they are. That's being a genuine person to me, and I take respect to finding people out there like that. And you know what? That can even go on to, we can talk about relationships. Being a genuine person. At least with me, when I look for someone to be like, if I'm gonna try to talk to a girl or something like that, when I'm actually looking for someone, I look for someone that's genuine.
Yeah.
I want to be with someone that I can actually talk to.
Yeah.
Have a good time with. Get to know that person for who they are. I don't want to meet someone and it's like, oh hey, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to party. Let's go get drunk and all this stuff. I don't want to meet that. I meet people like that, but I don't want to be with that person.
Oh yeah.
I like to be with genuine people that I can have a good time with.
Also, not only just be genuine, but also really have an intelligent conversation with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really have a real conversation that you both will take. If you have, I always say, when I have that kind of conversation with somebody, the "Are you real?" conversation, I swear, it's we really, it's we take something away from that together forever. You know what I mean? We honestly will share something that I will treasure till the day I die.
Right.
And I really hope they do the same. You know what I mean? Because that really sticks out in your mind. I mean, how many people do you meet throughout the day that just kind of blur together? And I hate to say it like that, but I mean, if we're going to be real, a lot of people kind of do. And I always find that when I have that kind of conversation with someone, I don't know, you really, make an impression on somebody when you have a real conversation, you know what I mean? So, and you'll take something away from that for the rest of your life, you know what I mean?
Right.
You'll learn things, that you just never knew before, both of you, and it's just all about being open-minded and honest. So,
yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a thing that I feel that more people need to sit down and really think about, especially with just themselves. They need to really think about what's going on in their life, and stop with the, just going out every day trying to be somebody else, trying to be in the in crowd.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be an individual and really think for yourself.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people out there. And I hate to say it too, but on the campus here at West Liberty, I mean, I've run into quite a few people that, I've noticed that it seems like you try to talk to them about things, and it's just their mind is somewhere off, somewhere else. It's just they can't really think for themselves.
Oh yeah,
it's and it's hard, and it really sucks whenever I run into that, because I would like to run into more people that I can really have a serious talk with, but like I said, it is hard to find nowadays. But I know there is people out there like that. I know there's genuine people, people that you can actually sit down and have a conversation with. But like I said, this is one thing I feel in this show. you know, by tuning in and listening, you know, maybe this will help you find, you know, who you are.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, I really feel like people who, you know, tune in or come in for the interviews and stuff like that or whatever, I feel like we could, like, you know, you really, like, I don't know, make friendships out of that and stuff like that. You know, when you really talk about, you know, soul-to-soul conversations, like, you really, like, share, like, I don't know, like a synergy between you two, and, you know, you get, like, an understanding for one another, and it's like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like that's, like, the foundation for a strong relationship. Right. I feel like if you don't have those kind of conversations, and dare I say it, I feel like your friendships are kind of generic. I feel like if you don't have that foundation of who are you really, who am I really, and talk about it, I think your friends are generic. That's just my opinion, though. But I stand by that. I do.
All right. Do you want me to get real?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Since this is the idea, we definitely speak our ideas and what we believe in. Not to say this is true or what, but well, at least I don't want to say what I believe in, but what I do, and I'll keep it real. There's people that I meet, and I really don't get a chance to, I guess you could say, have that conversation with or really get to know that person.
Yeah.
I don't really consider them as friends.
Yeah.
I don't.
I know.
And I want to keep it real with everybody. Like, if I meet you and I don't get a chance to really talk to you, if we don't have that kind of talk,
yes,
I don't really consider you as my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I'll talk to you.
It's like we're cool, like, hey, what's up, we're cool, but we're not, like, friends.
We're not really friends.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And I mean, and I'm cool with mostly everyone. You know, I try to be cool with everybody.
I know, yeah.
And that's not to say that I'm a complete jerk and just be like, oh, well, he doesn't consider me as my friend.
I know, it's not like
know?
that, guys.
It's not like that. Like I said, we're not trying to, like, tee anybody off here.
Yeah, yeah.
But the bottom matter of the fact is I definitely feel that the people that I get a chance to really get in touch with and talk to about interesting things, it doesn't even truly have to be a philosophical conversation, but just a conversation, an intelligent one, you know, where I could kind of get to know who that person is. A conversation like that in general, if I get a chance to do that with you, you know, that's definitely a bonus. You know, I consider you as someone, as a friend, you know, someone that I can go to and talk to, you know, about problems or anything that's going on in my life.
Or can come to you.
Or or you can come to me, whichever one.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, you know, like, I'll talk to a lot of people, and, you know, it's like I'm cool with a lot of people, but, I mean, it's like, as I said over the summer, you know, it's like I've got my immediate circle, and then I got, like, the people that are outside of that I haven't really had those kind of conversations with, but that were cool. And I know they're genuine people, but we just haven't really went there yet. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, we're genuine, we're cool, but we're not really friends, you know? And I feel like if we would ever share that conversation with each other, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't feel that way, but I would really feel that we both would, our relationship would really take a step. You know what I mean? Like, we would really have an understanding for who each other is after that, and really, you know, I mean, just have someone to turn to, you know, or vice versa, you know, if they needed someone for you, or they needed someone to talk to or something like that. So,
right.
You know, I just really, honestly, man, I wish everyone talked like this. You know what I mean? I really felt like the mediocre conversations day to day, it's just so boring, you know? It's just, well, hey, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. No, who are you? Like, that's just where I want to go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired. I just want to skip it, like, entirely.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get right to it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
If you can't go there, all right, later.
Yeah. And, you know, and it sucks. We can even get into this. You know, going to a party kind of environment.
Yeah.
It's hard. You know, I know a lot of people, even including me. You know, being a college kid, you definitely, you know, like to go out and have fun. You know, go to parties or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's really hard. I don't want to say this, but you don't really want to go into a party situation hoping you'll find your soulmate or finding a mate.
I know a lot of people out there that kind of, like, keep hoping to meet, like, a genuine girl sort of at a party.
It's very unlikely, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And the reason because of this, you know, when people are going to parties, they don't want to think.
Yeah.
You know,
trying to forget, man.
Exactly. You're trying to go to a party and have a good time and really just like let loose, let go. You don't really want to think about your life and what's going on, the problems you have. You just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So it's hard to actually sit and find someone to have, sit down.
Someone,
and sit down and have that conversation with someone. So, words of advice for all you listeners out there. I definitely think it's not in your best interest to go to a party and think that you're going to find someone.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't go to say that, you can't go to parties and talk to people and things like that. But, to actually find that person, you want to be able to have that conversation with them. You want to be able to get in their head.
That's
and
that
know,
kind of connection.
Yeah, you want to have a connection. Exactly. You're absolutely right. You want to be able to get inside their head and get to know who that person truly is, inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
Not just how they look on the outside. Not just you want to know everything about them.
Exactly.
Their feelings, everything.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel that going out to parties is not the best way to do it. But like I said, it's definitely it's fun. Parties are fun.
Yeah.
But to meet genuine people, I consider as my friends. I don't meet them at parties.
No.
I don't.
No, I mean I'll meet. Yeah, exactly. And I meet a lot of cool people. You know what I mean? Like, but unless we have that conversation, it's like not there.
Right.
I still feel like in some party situations, I have this tendency, and I notice it everywhere I go. We'll be on the streets of Pittsburgh, and we'll go out there down on the south side, and I have this tendency to always be like just eking to have that kind of conversation. And even whenever I'm under the influence, I notice that I step out of the box and step out of the norm, and I will start calling that stuff out a little bit. I'll start asking people real questions, and I know at the same time, though, although I always want to get real, I still think the idea of the party situation lifestyle, getting real all the time sort of would take away, I think, from a little bit of the fun of partying. So it's like you don't want to get too deep and real all the time.
Right.
I mean, kind of the idea of partying is to let go. You know what I mean? It is to have fun. I mean, so I'm not trying to discredit, partying for the sake of partying, but I do find, for me personally that I always want to share a moment with someone, like a real moment. I mean, actually, we'll go on party, and I met some dude the other day, and we had some dude from South Korea, and we had a real conversation between different cultures. I'm like, don't worry about offending me, man. You tell me how it is. I'm not gonna cry. I won't lose sleep at night. You know what I mean? You tell me what you really believe, or don't talk to me at all. Like you're not. I don't even want to talk to you then. And I mean that. So, we could have a generic conversation, but
that's never any fun.
Yeah, that's not that fun. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. Like sometimes it's fun to just have the whole. I mean, there are times where I'll get so out of it where I just don't want to have the real talk. Just have fun. Just we're drunk, blah blah blah, beer pong or something. But it's still. I still think valuing. Those real conversations, even maybe once in a while at a party environment. I'm not saying we should do it and change what we're doing, guys, but I'm just saying, I don't know. If you see me out there and you listen to this, come talk to me.
Please, come talk to me, too.
Oh, it's that time. We got to go to commercial break.
Poo.
Sorry, guys, but we'll be right back here in a few moments right after the commercial, or PSAs, what do they call them? Yeah, the PSAs. We can't say commercials, apparently. Yeah. So, PSAs. Once again, you were listening to 91.5
WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.